This video is sponsored by ASUS and AMD and the beautiful ASUS ZenBook S16 that I got a chance to try out. More on that later. 9 things that are vegan, some of them quite funky and weird, and some of them utterly normal, but so similar to like their non-vegan alternative that you would never think that they were plant-based. Just because it's, you know, fun to talk about, and also because some of you might feel that going vegan would be hard, and I've been vegan more than 16 years now, and I can honestly say that like I've not even once, not even one little time considered going back to eating animal products. And, you know, here's why. Let's start with a funky, weird one. Vegan caviar. You know I'm Swedish, and this was actually like one of the first vegetarian products that showed up in the food aisles when I was a young new vegetarian at, what, 13? So this caviar is made from seaweed. It comes in many different brands and flavors, and you can find it in any food shop in Sweden, more or less. Like even IKEA used to have it in their food section. But at least our closest IKEA here in London, they've stopped selling it, unfortunately. But if you go to Sweden, or if you have an IKEA close by, do check for it, because I can honestly say it's impossible for me to tell the difference. So whenever we go to Sweden, we bring back like 10, 15 of these little buggers. They're so good. Next one is also weird, but this product isn't actually a new vegan substitute or a trendy Whole Foods item. It's age-old and has been used in Indian cuisine for, I don't even know, ever. So I've talked about it many times before, and it's such a fun, funky one. It's actually a type of salt called kala namak, or black salt, or like David and I call it, egg salt, simply because when you sprinkle this on something, it makes it taste exactly like eggs. It comes from the Himalayas, this salt, and because it has like volcanic origins, it contains sulfur, and that's what makes it taste and smell like eggs, if I have understood this correctly. So our favorite way to use it is at brunch, just like having a block of silken tofu and then sprinkling it with egg salt to eat with blanched spinach and cucumber. Ah, man, so good. We also add it on scrambled tofu and sometimes on like simple pan-fried tofu to make it like a fried egg. But on silken tofu, that's like a soft-boiled egg white. Do try it. We just use it because we want the egg taste, but I looked it up super quickly just now, and it seems like it has some really good minerals in it, like iron and potassium. And this salt has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for its like healthy properties for ages. So apparently it reduces heartburn and bloating if you're struggling with either of those. Anyway, if you like eggs but want to be kind to the hens, egg salt on tofu. That's the trick. So I had a French woman over for a dinner party a while back, and instead of dessert, we served a vegan cheese platter. So I told everyone that the cheeses were all vegan, but she misheard me, and the day after, she texted me saying that like her partner had told her that all the cheeses were vegan, and she hadn't even realized. I repeat, a French woman. So I think case closed. The vegan artisan dessert cheeses are so good now. Like there's really nothing to complain about. That night we served a blue cheese, a camembert, a brie, and a smoked cheddar. Like obviously I haven't eaten cheese in a goddamn while, but I can't taste the difference at all. Like there are great vegan alternatives for most cheeses, like shredded melty cheese or Parmesan or cheese for sandwiches and for cheese platters or gorgonzola sauce, but we're not 100% there yet. So if there is someone from the food industry watching this, we still need the perfect feta, the perfect halloumi, the perfect mozzarella. At least I haven't found the perfect alternatives for these. And granted, I eat vegan cheese very rarely actually, and I don't like make it my mission to try all the new products that come out. So if you found the perfect version of the ones I just mentioned, please do let me know where to find them. I would like to say a big thank you to ASUS and AMD for sponsoring the video this week. And I'm so excited to introduce you to something truly special, the ASUS ZenBook S16. This laptop combines sophisticated design with cutting-edge technology, making it the perfect addition to my everyday life. The ZenBook S16 is the first ultra-thin 16-inch AI PC from ASUS. The lid is made with a unique high-tech material called Ceraluminum. This design not only looks beautiful, but also feels incredibly luxurious and durable. Ceraluminum embodies the durability of aluminum and the warm, premium texture of ceramic, making it a great material for this sleek and highly elegant laptop. What sets this laptop apart is that it is equipped with an AMD Ryzen AI 9HX370 processor, which ensures smooth and efficient performance whether I'm editing videos, uploading to my YouTube channel, or just catching up on emails. And it's the world's first processor with a dedicated AI engine, allowing it to run Windows Studio Effects for video conferences seamlessly. But let's talk about the display. A 3K Asus Lumina OLED that brings every image to sparkling life. No matter if watching movies or working on a new project, the visual experience is nothing short of fantastic. It also helps reduce eye strain, making it easier to work for longer periods, which, you know, perfect for this workaholic over here. And this is also my first laptop with touchscreen, so I'm very excited about that. But I haven't even told you about the audio. This laptop actually has 6 built-in speakers, providing a full theater experience. The sound system boosts the bass and enhances the audio clarity, so it's perfect for those cozy movie nights at home or, you know, when I'm traveling. And let's not forget about security. With Windows Hello's facial recognition and Microsoft Pluton's integrated security features, I know my data is always safe. Windows Hello offers quick and secure login, while Microsoft Pluton integrates hardware, firmware and software to protect against online threats, so that I feel protected at all times. And hello, have you just seen how thin this is? Just 1.1 centimeter thin and 1.5 kilos light. I can carry it around super easily, my new ideal companion around London, besides from, you know, David of course. It also has a great battery with long-lasting power and fast charging. So what are you waiting for? If you're looking for elegance, performance and innovation, this is the one for you. So the integration of advanced AI technology coupled with its sleek design and robust performance makes it an excellent new work partner for me, and perhaps for you too. I leave links in the description of course. Now thank you again to Asus and AMD for partnering with me, and let's get back to the video. Here's a completely normal product that I would never have guessed was vegan if I didn't know. I simply can't tell the difference. Soy yogurt and oat yogurt. Like our favorite that we always keep in our fridge for anything from like dessert to cold sauces and dips to breakfast with granola is Alpro's unsweetened soy yogurt. It's just perfect. You can use it for anything. Like there are the thicker yogurts out there too, like Greek yogurt, that are also quite perfect. But personally, I prefer the runnier kind. And one of our favorite desserts is so fresh, like a Greek berries, yogurt and nuts dessert. So healthy and so hella tasty. So let me know if you want the recipe. Let's focus on all of you with a sweet tooth for a while now. Since my birthday is early May and David is just 2 weeks later, we had a joint birthday party the weekend between our birthdays this year. And we bought not one, but 2 humongous, gorgeous, over-the-top birthday cakes for the occasion. I mean, we've never bought like a big cake like this before. They felt almost like wedding cakes, so over the top. And I think they're from a place called Punk Kitchen here in London. Is it, David? Punk Kitchen? So if you want to take a look, you know, go Google Punk Kitchen. Not all of their cakes are vegan, but most have like a vegan version to choose from. And the cakes were really good. But David, who has a massive sweet tooth, his all-time favorite sweet thing to get when he wants to treat himself is the vegan donuts from Donut Time. They have a bunch to choose from, and like, even though I have a really hard time eating any like baked sweet stuff, it's just like too sweet and fluffy for me normally. But when David buys donuts, I always taste quite a few bites. They are so much better than any other like bakery patisserie sweet stuff because they pack so much flavor and the texture is like spot on, and yes, very good. Go try them from Donut Times if you haven't. Let's leave the culinary world for a little bit and talk leather, specifically plant leathers. So vegan leather has a reputation of being cheap, plasticky, horribly bad quality stuff. And yes, if you go to one of those super cheap fast fashion clothing shops, you know which ones I mean. Of course, the vegan leather will be in horrible quality, just like all the other things in those shops. But there is another level of plant leathers made from food waste, like apples and lemons and pineapple and mushrooms and cacti, and I don't even know what. And those made from ocean plastics too, that are made with such careful quality that yes, of course, they are much pricier than the fast fashion version, but the quality is just beyond. So soft, so durable, and again, you wouldn't know it was vegan just from touching it. I have a bunch of bags from brands like this that I would highly recommend. Many of these I've had for years and used like everyday bags all the time, and they're still in more or less pristine condition. Plant leathers, they are the future. Or techno leathers, as I've heard some more bro-y, highly masculine brands call them. Either way, I'm well pleased. Fermented tofu is another product that I've talked about before that I eat almost every day as a dip or mixed in rice or with noodles or you spread on crackers. It's so funky, like a super smelly cheese, and it has so much flavor. There are different kinds, some with chili, some are plain, but all of them taste a lot. You can find them in like most East Asian food shops or online, and sometimes with this, I make like a simple sauce, just like spinach and garlic to serve as a blue cheese sauce on pasta type of thing. I mean, as you can hear, you need this in your life. Another very ordinary thing that I would never be able to tell the difference between the vegan version and the egg version is mayonnaise. Honestly, it's just mayonnaise. Like, even if you aren't vegan, you can just switch out this product immediately and get rid of the eggs. And there are like 5,000 brands who make this, and it comes in 10,000 different flavors. Try it yourself. It's just mayonnaise. So I know a lot of non-vegans are skeptical of vegan meat substitutes. First of all, many non-vegans have asked me like, if you don't want to eat meat, why do you want to eat food that looks and tastes like meat? And the answer is, of course, that it's not the taste of burgers that makes me want to be vegan. It's how the animals are treated before they become burgers. And it's how like the meat industry is one of the main reasons for, you know, the planet slowly dying. So before I became vegan, I had nothing against like the taste or shape of meat products. Nowadays though, after being vegan for, 16 years, I have to admit that the smell and look of meat makes me really quite nauseated. And whenever like a meat substitute tastes too similar to meat, I actually don't like it. Kind of grosses me out. David though, he loves vegan burgers and sausages and meatballs and all of that stuff. And there are so many alternatives out there that comes so close in taste and smell to the meat version that it's like impossible to tell the difference. And not just for us vegans, because, we forget to taste the meat, of course, but for everyone else too. I mean, they have done like little experiments with this, having non-vegans try a meat burger and a vegan burger and try to guess which is which without being able to. And do you remember when Whole Foods accidentally had like vegan chicken in all of their chicken dishes in the food court for some time and no one noticed? Did you see that story? So like all this is great news for the world, because if we can produce vegan products that are animal free and so much kinder to the planet, what's the downside here? Like if everyone can eat exactly the same type of dishes that they do now and not really notice that what they're eating is plant-based, how can there possibly be a bad thing? David recommends the Beyond Burger and the products from This, I think they're just called This, and from Future Farm. The vegetarian butcher chunks and the squeaky beans chargrilled pieces and the squeaky bean pastrami and smoked ham, if you can find these in whatever country you're from, do try. Even though I have to admit that I myself is quite a lot more of a tofu girl myself. Honestly, like we eat this stuff once in a while, but both David and I were sworn tofu lovers and we will forever be. So just pan-fried tofu in a bit of oil with like salt and pepper, I can eat this as a snack. And actually I do. If we have like cold pan-fried tofu leftovers in the fridge, they will be gone like that. Tasty. Okay, your turn now. What's the weirdest vegan product that you've tried? And what's the vegan substitute that's most similar to its animal product version, in your opinion? Let's absolutely fill the comment section with recommendations and weird food experiences. Oh, and I haven't even told you about Taiwanese stinky tofu yet, but that's for another time because it's time for me to sign off and go have some lunch. Tofu is on the menu, so naturally I can feel myself salivating already. Looking forward to reading your comments with your best vegan food product recommendations, and give me a like if you want me to continue making foodie type videos. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, so that I will see you next week already. That's it for me. Time for lunch. See you soon. Okay, bye bye bye.